So we've taken the frame off the roof so that we can make a baseboard for the hot tank, which is going to be on the bottom there, which we've made up. The two side supports, I'll show you in a minute, are not fixed. Now on top is the cold water tank. Now you can see the fitting to the right on the top, chrome one, that's going to be inlet for the cold water tank. That fitting on the right at the bottom, that's going to be the outlet for the cold shower and for supplying the cold water down to this tank. Now we currently have two fittings on the bottom. That's going to be the cold out to the thermal tank, which is one of them, and the other one's going to be the cold supply from the tank above. Now as I said, I've made the board, and we'll just take the side pieces out of the way, and you'll see where we've got to. Right, so that's not fixed in place. As you can see, there is a foot at the bottom, goes both sides, which would have been the wall mount, and there is 1 foot under there, which you can't see. So it's nicely flat, and the bit of wood I just took out, I've got the same piece the other side, which will stop any potential roll. When it's finally fitted in place, that board will be screwed onto the two, either front and back. Right, I'm now going to get the frame back up on the roof, and we'll see how it all looks later. Right guys, what we've done is, this was the original base plate on the bottom of the hot water cylinder. Now it's not really usable because I need to put 2 pipes through the middle here, and as you can see by all these holes, we had the heating element and the thermostat fitted through here, so it's really not of use to us. So what I've had to do is make up my own plate and then adapt the pipe work to fit, and this is it. So as you can see, we have here 2 threaded pipes. This one here will be the inlet from the hot water panel from the sun. So as you may or may not know, the panel heats up and the heat in the water rises, and it will come up through here in the pipe to the top of the cylinder, heat the water. Now as you can see, at the other end, this will be the feed, so the shower coming down out here, and what we've done is we put a tap on this end, and the idea is if we have a problem we can shut it off, deal with whatever without any loss of water. As I say, we've manufactured the back end of this, as you can see. I've modified the gasket, that was the bit in the middle originally, so now we've got to assemble it. Let me show you where we are. Now the way this sits in the tank is going to be lengthways all the way down. Now as you can see, the astute amongst you are going to say, well, that's not going to go in like that. No, it's not. So what we're going to do is we take all this off, that nut out of there. Then what we do is we hold that in position, watch the gasket slide all the way down the end, and as you can see, we can line that up. Now what I've got to do, I've already done it in pencil. I've marked on here a line which tells me where the pipe's up. So the orientation, when I fit it, will be in the right place. Now I'm going to be able to get on the back end of that. Got our gasket in. We'll be able to do that up. Nice and tight, keeping it in the right orientation. So the seal will go on. We've got our seal in the back for the main panel. And then this will fit on there, and it's for a 20mm copper pipe fit. The panel is going to be made out of 20mm copper piping. So hence the reason it will come into that just nicely. Right, this one is the outlet to the panel, which will heat the water and recirculate back into here. This one is the cold supply from the main water tank. So the cold water supply goes in there, fills up the tank, comes out of here through the panels up into this one, heats the water up. Eventually the water will get lower and lower the hotter it gets, because the hot water will be at the top of the panel first. Now that's why this one is the outlet with the pipe to the roof, will come out and down to the shower. And that's basically how it works. So what I'll do now is I'll switch off, get all this together and get it up on the roof, and then we've got to work out what piping we need to go where to get it all set up. Right, so there's the hot water tank up in the frame with all the plumbing. Hot, cold, the 4 fittings. One thing I have yet to do is where the red pipe goes into the cylinder. I don't know if I can do this. About there. I've got to put a T-piece in so I can run a pipe down and give ourselves hot water to the outside sink. So then cold and hot go in through the hole. They've got to be fitted up properly. Right, if we go around the other side. Right, into the shower unit. As I say, the pipes that you can see will have to be held up into place. And here's our array of taps. Don't worry about the G-clamp. It's holding a couple of bits of metal up so I can put the bamboo in the roof, which I haven't done on this section here. But here's your taps with the shower head. That's your hot, on, off, the cold, on, sorry about the shaky camera work, off, and there's the shower head. Right, so that's it for now. But as I say, next job, make up the hot water transfer panel. That way we can get the sun heating up the water and sending it up into the hot water tank. We'll get on with that job next.